Do I even need to say who Slenderman is? No, of course I don't. Let's just get into it. I felt a little nostalgic earlier this year and wondered if I could even find the old Slender game that made all the YouTubers in 2012 burn their pants. And I did, thanks to my abandonware. It also came with all the Slenderman Shadow Maps fan games. Ooh. So I thought, I'm gonna play them all and see if these games were truly shit your pants scary and were actually even worth the hype that the tall white man got back in the day. Or that these games used like milk and prove that people were just scared of anything back then. Let's set some rules. The games I will be playing are Slender version 0.9.6 before it became 8 pages, I'll explain why soon, all the Slenderman shadow maps, and 2 bonuses that I'll keep for later. I will not be playing Slender the Arrival because I already watched the playthrough of it one time and it seemed pretty okay actually. There really isn't a lot you can do with the Slender formula though, oh my god, Slender formula though, but the key generator part looked quite interesting actually. The ending I thought was a bit stupid. Slender Rising on mobile because I don't have iOS and it got delisted on Android. The game is practically lost media at this point. I could not find an actual way to play this fucking game even with online APKs for Android. Shame because it's actually a goated Slender mobile game from what I remember. And any other fan game out there that I haven't played because that would take too long and be boring. This also includes Slendy Tubbies because although that would be really funny, I don't want this to be 2 hours. I'm not even gonna promise a separate video on fucking Slendy Tubbies, so sleep well knowing that. Let's start at the beginning. June 2012, 13 years ago. Fuck. Mark J. Hadley created a little game that none of you probably have heard of. It's called Slender the 8 pages. You just had to be there when this game dropped. I swear to god, everyone and their grandma was raving about this game being horrifying and the best thing ever. The reason why this game blew up was because of a very small YouTuber that played this game. I don't think you've heard of him. He's called Mark PewDiePie. PewDiePie played it first, and of course, since it's YouTubers we're talking about, we gotta get those very legit jump scare reactions.
Whoa! What the hell is that?
Man, what a funny YouTuber, man. I wonder if he likes bridges. Okay, this is cool and all, but this is me playing the games and reviewing them video, not another Slenderman retrospective. Well, okay, I guess this is a retrospective. Shut up, you know what I mean. I went with 0.9.6 and not the final release because the final release is infinitely worse than the 0.9.6 release, and that's for one dreaded reason. It does not have the unlockable $20 mode. There's a song called $20 from Ron Bronze that became a bit of a meme where Slendy wants you to give him $20.
That's what.
The best part is that the official music video for the song has less views than the Slenderman video. Slender, 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 the game that started it all. Not only for the rise of Slenderman's popularity on the internet, but even the start of more popular indie horror games coming as well. I guess you could say that Slenderman led a domino effect to fucking Garden of Madmann existing. What a time, man. Immediately starting it, I was just blasted with a wave of nostalgia. The grass signs, dark spooky forest, and many points of interests scattered throughout the map in order to collect his pages. The penis, oil tanks, scary tree, literally called the scary tree from this map I found, the tunnel, cut down woods, the 4-way cross, large rock, truck, and the motherfucking bathrooms. I hated the bathrooms so much. I swear I would always get PTSD flashbacks to this whenever I played it. Seeing that tall white fuck over the corner just always seems to get me. He's not meant to do that. On my first attempt, I got 2 pages before Slenderman touched me all over in the damn bathrooms. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, that actually got me. God damn it. I think it's wrong. I think it's over. I think it's over. Yeah, it's fucking over. God damn it, he got me in the bathrooms. He actually got me there. Unless I circle around him. It might be over at that point. It's a bad start. That's a bad start. And the motherfucker actually startled me. Not a good start. I tried again a couple of times and I managed to get 6 out of 8 pages. Considering I was running around like an idiot with awful sense of direction, I was pretty surprised with this one. Victory was practically in my reach. We just started. I can almost hear Ron Brown's wanting his $20. I went back and gave it another shot and I died. And I died.
What the fuck?
And I died. And I died. Okay, so it turns out I fucking suck at Slender. The more I died, the more I got annoyed. Fucking. And the more I got annoyed, the more I died. Ugh. I tried my best without resorting to the map, but I swear this tall white mofo just kept touching me from behind every single time. I thought going to the bathrooms first would help me since I'm very likely to get stuck there and die, but nope, I would always die around 5 or 6 pages due to me running out of stamina. After nearly an hour into my second session, I rage quitted.
What a fucking cunt.
No, fuck you. You don't get the courtesy. I'll bring it back to the video. Fuck you. I guess you could say I'm an angry video game nerd or something. I came back the next day and again, same thing. I kept dying around 6 pages and I was getting really annoyed. Slenderman surprisingly had a nice mechanic to him in the way he operates. The way he teleports and how you try and avoid him is nice. And it's unfortunate that he's a cheating bitch and I hate him. He ain't even got no lips. How the hell can you eat potato chips? In fact, this blue balling annoyed the hell out of me so much that I quit this project for 4 months. And it was in July of which I decided to pick this project back up again. I spent 2 sessions, 3 hours total of my final attempt for this game. I just want to get the damn $20. If I can't even beat the original Slenderman game, how the hell am I going to beat the others? For my final attempt, I used this map with the best possible route. From the silo to the bathroom to the gas into the... It's not enough funny. From the silo to the bathrooms to the gas tanks to the lord trucks to the Fort Crossway to the Cutter Woods to the tunnel and look back around to the start from there. You sprint towards each page because the longer you take, the more aggressive Slenderman gets, at least according to this map I found. I thought to myself, I literally have a guide and know exactly what to do, where to go. How the hell can I mess this up? 7 and 8 pages, boys. I'm happy with the progress. And then it's literally just up to the scary tree. Really already? How is it possible to fuck up so hard at fucking Slender? I'm a pretty shit gamer, but good lord, this is embarrassing even for me. I couldn't even beat the original game. I wanted the $20 for fuck's sake. Now I'll never get it. Ugh. I'm making the script here and I just realized that maybe the constant turning around maybe could have fucked me over. I don't know, I'm not going back to play these games again. So yeah, it's probably because I'm stupid. Yippee! Back to the video. And that was Slender. I could go more into depth, but I already made a long ass video, and those take a lot of energy for me to make, so I'm going to keep this video relatively short. As I say, with the script being nearly as long as the Back 4 Blood video. How does this always happen? I liked the nostalgia of it all, a time where things were simpler and the most you had to worry about on YouTube was reaching the 15-minute video limit. The nice atmosphere to it, and it managed to continuously spook me throughout, especially those damn static PNGs were got me every single time. Cheap but effective. The bathroom still sends chills down to my core. Call me a pussy, whatever, but there's just something about them that just makes me uneasy. I really didn't like the map. It confused me, either because it is confusing or that I have an awful sense of direction and memory. I'll let you decide. The Slender AI is bullshit and very aggressive, even if you sprint in the best efficiency, even with this map that I found with the best route. Speaking of, the stamina cap is stupid, and you always run out of stamina near the end of your page collecting. This is pretty much where all my deaths happened, near my final attempts to beat the game. So frustrating. Or maybe I just fucking suck. I'll let you decide. Time to move on to Slenderman Shadow Collection. These are a set of 7 maps, technically 9, created by Mark Steen and Ray Burgess. These are completely separate from Parsec Productions, who made the original game, so fan games, I suppose. Now, there are two ways to play these maps. Either the true and original versions, as they were from 2012 to 13, or you can play the Unity remake. I highly recommend to play the original versions actually. The Unity remake is nice in that it's updated for modern systems, proper aspect ratio, and it looks nicer with better graphics. But Slenderman has a worse model in my opinion, and his AI is super aggressive. Like, you can collect 1 to 2 pages and maybe act like you've just collected 7. Nice, but unless you want to play fucking Carnival and Christmas Special, stick to the originals. Let's start off first with Sanatorium. This map is set inside a sanatorium, obviously, and your deal is that you are a man having a midlife crisis and you need to find the 8 pages scattered throughout. Typical Slender stuff. My first time playing, and I already enjoyed this one map way more than the original game. I love the atmosphere and the sounds way more. The music when you collect 3 pages or more, and the way it gets so much more intense, is so menacing. I love it. It just hits the right spot, if you get what I mean. 4.5 minutes in and I already got 4 pages. Yippee! Is what I would say if the cheating bitch didn't teleport behind me and touch me all over the blood. I gave it a second go, and after frantically looking around, I managed to collect all 8 pages. Finally! I did it, bitch! Suck it, 8 pages. Right, so not only do you have to collect all 8 pages, but you have to remember what the entrance was in order to actually beat the game. I tried to find my way back, but of course my sense of direction failed me once again, and I fucking died. I died, bro. I was right there. They stole it from me, Carmine. They took it. That was today. Today. Even though my playthrough total was only 20 minutes, I was afraid that I was going to spend way too long, like with the original game. I had 8 maps ahead of me, and I wasn't going to spend hours potentially on one fucking map. I'm sorry, Sanatorium, but I'm going to have to move on. I actually really like this one. A great start to this collection. I liked the cool spooky atmosphere. The cold, derelict walls of the sanatorium was nice, even if the place looks a little flat. At least I had a statue. Slender isn't as much of an aggressive bitch like in the Unity remake and the original game. When I died, it was usually my fault, not the AI. I didn't like the escaping to the entrance when you collect all pages. I could have actually beaten this, but then again, it would make it way too easy, so I understand why this was put in place. Annoying though. A solid start. I'm excited for this collection actually. Next up, Hospice. Hospice is the most unique so far, as you are required to collect 16 lines to complete some poem. Not only this, but you are also given 8 glow sticks to drop around the map to help you keep track of where you've been. This is actually a really cool feature, and it didn't help me at all because I suck ass at video games and sense of direction. I really dig the vibes and atmosphere this map gives. The rundown and abandoned hospice is already spooky enough, but now I have a tall white man from beyond this universe chasing after me. These kinds of locations just absolutely speak to me. Of course, that was before I looked around the corner and saw the fucking troll face. What is that glow stick? How the fuck am I supposed to? Yep, you can tell this is 2012. You mad, bro? That's not all, folks, because another surprise was coming my way, and it isn't Slenderman finally buying that frickin' sandwich. I think the glow stick should indicate that you've already been in the area. Something about help. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see who's here. Okay. PewDiePie. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. And I don't know who that is. What is text? So don't kill me while I'm trying to read this. Friendship, you son of a fucking... Wow, madman, conveniently making about horses again. What a surprise! This was 2012, alright. A spooky white man wants me dead. And all I get is a troll fist and this lousy donator board with PewDiePie. What's gonna bros with PewDiePie? What a fucking nice guy. Oh god. Slender's AI isn't as aggressive in this one, but that doesn't mean I was gonna win this one. Despite the game hand-holding me with glowing sticks, glow sticks, 8 of them, small map, I still got lost and died several times. Bitch. Okay. 8 out of 16 lines was my best record. If I'm not able to beat a single fucking Slender game by the end of this video, you can all officially call me a stupid, silly, dumb bitch. I really liked the vibe and atmosphere of this map. What I said earlier, basically. The old ass references like the troll face, not like troll face isn't still relevant today, PewDiePie penis, you mad bro, and of course, another reminder that I am not beating the horse obligations.
Why the ponies in my fucking Slender Man fan game? Get the fuck.
The glow stick is pretty neat, and if I wasn't retarded, I could use this to actually help me win. I didn't like that in the Unity remake, the funny references were removed. Another reason why to play the OGs. The map layout. Okay, this is merely because I'm stupid, not so much the layout actually sucks. It still got lost though, and I only managed to find the showers maybe twice. Elementary. Fucking sucks. I'm not even gonna waste your time on this. I'm sorry. This is the worst one so far. The map layout sucks. Slender's AI is the worst and most aggressive we've seen so far. He's a cheating fucking bitch. He teleports right up to your anus every single time. Alright bro, I'm gonna have to report you. He gets super aggressive really early, like the bell ringing indicating strong aggression at 3 teddy bears. Of 8? Oh yeah, you collect 8 teddy bears for this one. Makes sense actually. You have to cross so far across the elementary to even reach the other side for more bears. And no glow sticks? Nah, fuck this map. The only compliment that I can give is that hearing the past of the children playing when you go outside is a creepy touch. The mutilated bodies too. Oh. That's just a severed arm. Oh, that's just a body up there. After only playing for 20 minutes, I was already done. Right, so elementary, I'm not feeling that one. This is the worst map so far. It's gonna take a miracle for a map to be worse than this one. Mansion is better than elementary. Whew. This map is set inside a man's nightmare after going into a coma caused by yours truly, and we must now collect 12 childhood mementos to escape the coma, otherwise Slenderman will kill your mind? Damn. Already better than elementary because somehow the glow sticks returned. Even in a nightmarish coma, am I still able to whip out some glow sticks? I actually really like the layout of this map. Its verticalness is a fresh breath of air than the standard flat one level areas that we've been interacting with so far. No more trees or white concrete as we now stand in a wooden mansion, which makes it so comfy, I love it. I don't know why exactly, but this particular game gives me Amnesia the Dark Design vibes with its style and atmosphere. Take a shot every time I say vibes and atmosphere. Amnesia Custom Stories Part 2 video coming in 2034. The mementos in this game rarely change around so much, although some aren't in the exact same place every time. You can also find the mementos in the basement, which literally uses Half-Life 2 assets. Amazing. Slenderman surprisingly isn't a complete cheating bitch in this one. He can still cheaply kill you sometimes, but mostly you're able to maneuver around him and do circles. Ironic that this tight as fuck mansion is easier than an entire sanatorium, elementary, or fucking forest. Unfortunately, this isn't a 10 out of 10, as this map annoyingly uses a key system to unlock certain doors. Why? It's hard enough to avoid Slender by collecting 12 items. Not 8. 12, and now I have to scavenge around to find keys to unlock the basement and upstairs. Ugh, this is especially when some of the mementos aren't even that obvious, like this pot. This pot! Does this pot count? Oh my god, it's gonna be that specific, huh? Okay, Slenderman, you reach me, bitch. I knew after this that I was definitely not gonna collect all of them. Skill issue? Maybe. There's another donator board like in Hospice, but it's nowhere near as funny as PewDiePie Friendship. I literally have no clue who these people are. In fact, Slenderman himself thought I was cringe and decided to kill me before the cringe spread too far in my coma-induced mind. Slenderman, you fucking bitch. After several attempts, Slender got me. Okay, that's just the other episode. Fucking bitch, bro, you weren't even there! Bitch! Fucking bitch! Fucking cheating bitch, you're getting your fact ban, bro. Your fact ban is coming. Your Steam account is getting banned, bro. Even with the simpler map layout and literal glow sticks, I was still unable to win another fucking Slender map. 9 out of 12 mementos was my best record. I am now going to the 6th Slender game in this video, and I've been a huge 0 of them. Skill issue? Most definitely. How can I suck this bad at collecting shit around a level? I really liked the beep sound when Slender gets you, indicating that he succeeded in killing your mind and you will never ever wake up from your coma. Nice detail. I also liked the style of this map. The cozy, warm nature of the mansion, despite the dark and stormy night, was a nice change, and it actually made me want to stay there for a bit. Well, without Slenderman, of course. Slender using his teleportation hacks way less in this one. This is one of the few maps alongside Sanatorium that if I tried long enough, I could eventually maybe beat. But the original Slender game made me bang my head against the wall long enough that it just carried over to me playing this game, and so I wanted to avoid that. I did not like the key system, what I said earlier basically. Some of the mementos being stupid, like this one pot for example. I'm sure it could be a childhood memory for some people, but it's something that I wouldn't think of when I think of childhood objects. Despite that, this is actually my favourite map so far. Hospice was funny with the PewDiePie penis, you mad bro, trophies friendship, but I wasn't a big fan of the map layout. Mansion, however, has a better layout and less of a bitchy Slender AI. I really like this one. Moving on. Claustrophobia. Remember when I said Elementary was the worst map so far? I'm not even gonna waste your time on this, I'm sorry, this is the worst one so far. Well, after playing Claustrophobia, it looks like a fucking masterpiece. It really did take a miracle for this to be worse, and it only needed one element. A Miz? A Miz? A fucking Miz? Wait. No. No, 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 no way. This one's a fucking Miz? Well, this is automatically the worst one then. Fucking Miz. Oh no, this one, I'm gonna hit this one so much. Slenderman and Mizes sound like an awful combination, and after playing it for just 10 minutes, I was ready to declare this to be a D tier, awful mega stinky pile of green maze garbage. As expected with a Miz, everywhere looks the goddamn same, and it's so hard to find the keys. Sorry, the real key. That's right, not only do you have to avoid Slender while going through a boring maze, but most of the keys are fake, and they probably switch around every time you die. Glow sticks are not saving this map. This was a map that I with full confidence declare that I will never ever be able to beat. They did not cook with this one. I'm sorry. Fuck this map. There's no way this map is getting beat for the worst Slender map. There is just no way. There's not a single little compliment that I could give this map. Oh wait, I did forget something. This is the first Slenderman Shadow map to have voice acting.
I must have blacked out. I need to get out of here. I have the worst feeling that something is following me.
Cool, I guess. Let's just move on already. 7th Street is the best map. Not even a competition. It makes the other ones look like complete garbage by comparison. This is the smallest map of the collection and it severely benefits from it. The map layout is great and easy to remember. It doesn't all look like the same all like a fucking maze. The pages barely change, or maybe they don't change, it's been a while, so it makes reattempts much simpler. The music when you collect the pages is brilliant and it is definitely my favourite out of all the Slender games I've played so far. Even if it's a little bassy and gets distorted. The Slender AI in this one is how it should have been for all the Slenderman Shadow games. Fair, but still could get you if you're not careful. I wasn't pissing my pants from fear or anything, but Slender still got me a few times in this map. Sometimes, and just sometimes, the chase mechanic activates, meaning you get infinite stamina and Slender starts to teleport drastically around you for 20 seconds. The more pages you have, the more chance it will activate. This is actually a unique feature that I liked, and I'm sad that I only got it once because it really helped me. Apparently it can happen in Elementary, Claustrophobia and Mansion. I never got it in Elementary and Claustrophobia because those maps fucking sucked and I gave up on them. It never happened to me in Mansion. Weird. I'm gonna shock you guys. This entire time I didn't win a single Slender game. However, with this map, I'll just show you guys.
Have I even been down here? Come on, Slender, give me the fucking speed boost, you bitch. Escape the city? Why the escape bunker? I'm not doing this again. I'm coming as a win. I'm coming as a win, fuck you. Out of all of these Slender games,
Only Sanatorium was the one where I got 8 pages. And I had to escape the fucking city with no stamina left. Stamina in these games always fucked me over. No matter how hard I tried to conserve it, I would always run out near the end of the game. I was this close after several attempts to beat it, and I would have to go right back to square one. I'm not banging my head against the wall again, I'm gonna move on. Despite that, 7th Street is a really good Slender Man shadow map. In fact, it's the best one, and another map that if I tried, I probably could beat. Good work, Mark and Ray. Oh yeah, I know more voice acting again, for some reason. We did it. We reached the final Slender Man shadow map. Prison. And oh my god, what an absolute wet slop to end on. Another stinker. Sprint equal to increase your maximum speed over time and alert the enemy. Sprinting alerts Slender? You're telling me this now? In prison, you have to collect 8 photos around the, well, prison. This map gives more sanatorium vibes, almost as if we've just ripped back to the beginning. God, look at me trying to connect a bunch of Slender maps together. Glow sticks aren't back, so it automatically sucks. But in exchange for that, we now have a view model of our flashlight. Cool, I guess? The map isn't very big, but the layout sucks. Again, that claustrophobia, everywhere just looks the damn same. It does not help that the photos are pitch black for whatever reason, meaning you can just easily go by them. Slenderman's model got a refresh in this one, and it is a massive downgrade in my opinion. He looks really cartoonish. I was already getting Slender fatigue at this point, so after the bad layout, downgraded Slender model, aggressive as hell Slender AI making him bullshit, and pitch black photos, I knew I was not beating this one as well, or any of the games. I quit prison after just 10 minutes. Oh, that was prison, sucked. Fuck balls. I really wished they ended it at 7th Street. That would have been a really good end to this collection of the OG maps. And that's it for the Slender Man shadow maps, sort of. You remember me earlier saying that there was a Unity remake? Don't worry, I'm not going to go through all of them again, but the Unity remake actually has two brand new maps. Carnival and Christmas Special. Since I'm still here, I might as well play these two and talk about them. Carnival. Immediately I knew why I didn't pick the Unity version of these maps. It's so fucking dark. I can't see shit. I turned up my brightness. Nah, I still can't see. At least it's proper 1080p now with no stressed out aspect ratios. I guess. Voice acting returned. Again,
my daughter.
It seems to flip-flop around these maps.
She's been missing for over a week. The police have turned up.
I'm not even going to bother telling you why we're here, because out of all the maps that could have been the worst, this is the worst fucking map! I'll shit on claustrophobia all day, every day, 24/7, 27/7. If you actually understood that reference, you get a veteran's discount. But at least you can actually see what was ahead of you in claustrophobia. Here, it feels like trying to get to my kitchen at 2 AM. All the huts are clearly copy and pasted with them having nothing inside them except for maybe a page. But good luck finding anything in this pitch black wasteland. The Slender AI in this map is a joke. He nearly killed me after collecting my first page. My first page. And by some miracle, I found another page somehow. And he fucking insta-killed me. On page 2 of 8. This isn't exclusive to this map. He's just really this aggressive in all of the maps in the remake. I couldn't even beat the OGs. So the Unity remake was going to be impossible. Also, Slender's model in the Unity remake, again, not a big fan of it. Makes him less spooky somehow. On to the last map, Christmas Special. This is more of a joke map. You collect 8 presents throughout the smallest map yet. And at first I thought it was going to be Slender dressed up in a Santa costume, which would have been hilarious. But alas, it was not Slender, but straight up Santa Claus himself. No. Santa, no. All of this, and there's some sick Christmas beats playing in the background. I'm not sure if this is copyright or not, so I'll not play it. If you want to find out, you can just either play it or look up a video. Pretty sick though. Some presents are large and small, so there's no consistency. But it's a fucking Christmas Slender map where Santa Claus chases after you, so I'm not going to take this seriously. Before I wrap up Slender Man's Shadow, I decided to quickly check out Elementary, Mansion, and Hospice in the remake. Elementary may look better, but it still sucks balls as a map. Slender's AI being even more aggressive in the remake just makes it even worse. Mansion is sadly downgraded, with it no longer having the warm, comfy orange tinting. Now it's just plain. Boo. But at least you don't have to get the keys anymore to unlock the doors, so it's got that going for it. Hospice actually looked really nice in this, until I remembered that they removed the troll face, you mad bro, PewDiePie penis friendship graffiti. Automatically worse than the OG. Sure, it helps immersion, I guess, but they were so funny to look at. And that's it for Slenderman's Shadow. Overall, a pretty neat collection of 2012/2013 Slender games, and although it has some stinker maps and the Slender AI is all over the place, I actually do recommend you play them. The OG versions, don't play the Unity remake. It may look and feel better, but it's infinitely worse. For the OG 7th Street, you have to go to setup.ini and change the divide texture size to 4. You have to do this because the engine for these games is just so old. But strangely enough, this is the only map where it does this. All the other games are fine. I am on Windows 10, so I am unsure if this will work on Windows 11. If this doesn't work, then I guess play the worst Unity remake. I would do a tier list, but I'm actually going to tier list all these games at the very end, so stick around to see that. What's better than collecting 8 pages? How about 9 pages instead? Slender, the 9 pages. Exactly as it says. Collect my 9 pages. There isn't a lore reason why it's 9 pages instead of 8. Just deal with it. I chose this game because according to 2013 Markiplier, it's the scariest Slender game ever. And I just had to say if it was. Okay, technically it might be with its spooky ambience and sounds whenever Slender is close to you. But scariest Slender game ever? Nope. For some reason, whenever you look at Slender, the camera starts zooming in, which gets really annoying really fast. It doesn't make it scary, it just makes it a nuisance. The map layout is pretty simple, with it being more of a U-shaped, so it's impossible to get lost, which is nice because it helps with my god-awful sense of direction. Like with Mansion, there is a locked door of which you need to find a key. At first I was like, ugh, I need a key. Oh my god, key. Why keys? But then I realized that it's only one key for one door, so that's good. Unlike with Mansion, where the different doors had separate keys for them. And surprise, surprise, I didn't beat this one. I am now 11 Slender games in, and I have beaten 0 of them. Holy shit. I liked the map layout, simple enough and I can't get lost, although going from one hallway down to the other can get old fast. Slender's AI is pretty forgiving compared to the previous games I played. If I wanted to, I could also probably beat it. The sounds and ambience in this game adds to the horror atmosphere and vibes, like with the pipes. Nice touch. You can sprint for a very long time. Finally, a Slender game that gets it. I was so sick of all the other Slender games having fuck all stamina. I get that you don't want to make it too easy, but it makes it so frustrating to play when you always run out of stamina at the end. You saw me with 7th Street. If the game gave me more stamina, I most likely would have beaten it. I didn't like the Slender model. It just looks a bit plasticky. And that's it for 9 pages. 11 Slender games played, 0 beaten. Fucking brilliant. I am such an epic gamer. I really like this one. Simple but effective. Fair too. But scariest Slender game ever? Come on, Markiplier. Come on. You're probably feeling fatigue at this point, and I am too. But thankfully we have one more game left. And maybe, just maybe, it could be the best one. What if Slender Man, but Dead Space? Meet Slender Space. This is unique because we have a 2000s Steven or anime girl on the main menu. This is an unfinished demo of a Slender game set in space, and as the name suggests, it's heavily inspired from Dead Space. According to the main menu, there was going to be a 2-player co-op mode. This would have been really cool to see, but sadly the game never got finished. A 2-player co-op Slender game, especially with this space setting, could have been really cool. Apparently, the co-op mode would have had a bigger map and had 12 power nodes to collect instead of 6. The only close thing we got to a co-op Slender is Gmod's Stop It Slender game mode, which me and my friend played, and it was nowhere near as fun as I thought it would be. There is a Roblox version, but I don't think now is a good time to be talking about Roblox. I wish it did get finished, as this has the sauce, the twist that justifies this game's existence. After a spaceship crashes into ours, we go into lockdown, and now we need to find 6 power nodes to restore power. Unfortunately, as you can guess, I fucking suck, and I died. Typical. I really liked the atmosphere of this one. I've said atmosphere 10 times now, but for this game, it's true. The Despia setting really fits this game and is such a cool idea. The map layout is a bit confusing for my tiny brain, but it isn't super complicated to navigate around. The mutilated bodies, blood everywhere, dark as hell areas they can still manage to somewhat see, take that carnival, the cult-like ritual area, all of this blends together to make an actual good, somewhat spooky Slender experience. This game managed to actually get a few scares out of me, even with cheap jump scares. Fuck you. Don't do the vibes, just add stuff. Already scarier than some of the 9 pages. However, I really didn't like the locations of the power nodes. Some of them were fine, but this one behind an elevator door, never figured out how to get there. Sadly, since this game is unfinished, it is quite buggy, as noted with me having a staring contest with Slenderman for over a minute. Hey Slender, do you want big amends? Want some potato chips? You don't look too happy. Is it cause that I told you to get a fucking sandwich, you bony bastard? Shocking enough, I managed to win. Take that, you tall white bitch. And also, there is no settings menu to change your sensitivity or even graphics. Not that we need to do that today, but you know, it would be nice. Also, when I alt-tabbed and went back into the game, it refused to put my mouse back into the game. So my viewing was limited because if I looked too far to the right, it went to my second monitor. Awesome. I couldn't even be bothered to restart this game at this point, so I made do. Surprise, surprise, I died, and this now marks 12 out of the 12 Slender games that I've managed to fail. I couldn't even beat one Slender game. For fuck's sake. This was a really nice Slender fan game. Great setting, great atmosphere. Slender AI is a bit busted, but it is an unfinished game, so I'll let it slide. Kinda nerving to play actually. Good fan game. Shame it never got finished. Phew, we made it to the end. There are plenty of Slender games to play. There's the aforementioned Slendytubbies trilogy, and a supposed good one called Haunt.
Yeah! I found a fence!
But I'm tired. I'm done with the Slender formula. Banging my head against the wall over and over and over and over and over and over again in this original Slender game didn't help with that. And now, it's time for the tier list. Which Slender game is the best? Which sucks massive balls? And which are just okay? Let's find out. The original Slender game goes in B tier. The one that started it all. A blast from the past when I played it, and I still think it mostly holds up. Scary? Absolutely not. The game gets really old quickly when you try and beat it and you die over and over and over and over and over again. This wall block really dampened my experience with this game as well as the rest of the games that I played. Not bad, however. Sanatorium goes into A tier, a solid start to the OG Slenderman's Shadow Collection. Good music stingers whenever you collect pages throughout that adds to the spooky atmosphere. Although, the map layouts did give my tiny brain some trouble. It's just a skill issue, nothing wrong with the map itself necessarily. Slenderman just teleporting in front of you randomly and killing you when he is nowhere near you does get really bullshit after a while. Hospice is another A tier worthy. The map itself is pretty nice, small and mostly easy to get around, but the PewDiePie You Mad Trollface Penis friendship stuff just really enhanced this map. Mostly the Trollface. The glow sticks is a great feature, and although it's a small map, it can help remind yourself of places that you've already been to. I'll appreciate the creators trying to change it up by not making it 8 pages all the time. Like for this one is collecting 16 lines of poetry. Although that sounds like a lot, you're just collecting 2 lines per page. Hey, wait a minute. 2 lines per page. 16 lines. You son of a bitch, it's still collecting 8 pages. I know your game. Elementary. Immediate D tier. Fuck this map. Mansion. B tier. I love its cozy warmness despite a tall evil white man trying to kill you so you never wake up from your coma. I forgot to say this, but the reason why he's in a coma is because of Slender sickness. So yeah, there you go. I forgot to mention that, because clearly you needed to know that and you care a lot. The key system is a bit annoying and Slender still is somewhat a cheating bitch in this one. This would have been an A tier if it weren't for the key system. Claustrophobia. 7th Street. S tier. Mwah, beautiful. The Slender AI is forgiving and fair. The map is small and its layout great. It has the best music stingers for collecting pages, and in fact is the only Slenderman shadow map where there's different music for every page you pick up. The ending where you have to escape the city pissed me off, however. Fucking stabbing in this game suck ass. Or maybe I suck ass. I'll let you decide. Prison. C tier. While not as terrible as Elementary and Claustrophobia, those maps are in a different league of how shit they are. It's still not the best. I was very fatigued of the formula at this stage. Maybe if I was feeling better I would like this map more, but the pitch black photos, downgraded Slender model, poor layout, stupidly aggressive Slender AI, and no glow sticks made this one a wet fart to end the OG collection on. Carnival. I can't see shit. D tier. Christmas special. Again, this is more of a joke map. Whatever, C tier. The 9 pages. Actually pretty decent. While not the scariest Slender game ever, it does provide an alright Slender experience. The ambience is nice, map layout is simple and effective, and the Slender AI isn't totally bullshit. B tier. And finally, Slender Space. While this might be unfair since it is unfinished, there is a 99.99999999999% chance that this is never getting finished, so for what it's worth, amazing setting, great tense atmosphere, potential for great environmental storytelling. 2-player co-op is a unique feature for these types of games that would have been a great twist to the genre. Well, it would have. I also really like the main menu music. If I wasn't totally fatigued at this point, I would have loved this even more. It would be an insult if I didn't put this in S tier. And that's it. That's all the Slender games that I've played. So, do Slender games hold up? Mostly. Not super scary is what the 2012 YouTubers led you to believe, but they're not complete throwaway garbage either. Do not do what I did and binge beat, quote unquote, these games. You will get fucking sick of it forever. If you do want to play one of these games after, here's what I recommend. The original Slender game 0.9.6 version for the sweet $20 mode. Well, if you manage to beat the game first. 7th Street, Slender Space, even if it is unfinished, Mansion, Sanatorium, and Hospice. The OG versions of these maps, not the Unity remake. There's more that I could talk about here. I only scratched the surface of the Slendy iceberg, but I think that's enough. I probably made this video into an hour long again. Not that I hate making long videos, I love doing them. I just always seem to end up making a video longer than I thought it would be. Slenderman isn't super relevant these days. You get some bits here and there, like with the niche collect my pages meme. And of course, my favourite, holy shit, it's Slender Man! And he's cooking hot dogs on the stove! The MF Doom version of it is goated as well. I have a feeling that if it weren't for the unfortunate 2014 stabbings and the beyond terrible 2018 movie, we could be going through a Slender renaissance right now. I wonder what that would look like. But that's in another timeline, my friends. A timeline where I upload more than twice a year. And that's it. I'll see y'all next time.
Oh.